Okay, listen, folks, I have no idea what is going on right now, or at least at the time of this recording, I don't. This video will be uploaded a little bit later, but anyways, there's a story unfolding right now that is so bizarre that I feel the need to bring it to you all before I even start really digging. No pun intended, but apparently some illegal tunnels were found under a synagogue in New York City. And I mean, I don't know what to call it, but as I speak, chaos is unfolding. There's a little riot going on between the NYPD and a bunch of Jewish people. They found these secret tunnels built underneath their synagogue. Next thing you know, Jewish people just start popping out of holes in the ground. It's so wild. But right now, there's like a riot going on, and they're literally pulling Jewish people out of holes in the ground. And I don't know what these tunnels are for. The claim that is out there right now is that apparently members of this synagogue or whatever, they started digging these tunnels during the lockdown a few years ago because, you know, restrictions were really strict in New York. People couldn't go to church. People couldn't go to the synagogue. Well, apparently they started building tunnels underneath the ground. At least that's the excuse that they have out there. There's reports out there that right now that there were people like in their homes, and they kept feeling like they're hearing someone in their house. And for the life of them, they didn't know what was going on. But apparently, there's been Jewish people chilling and hanging out underneath their house in a homemade underground tunnel that they're building through New York City. I mean, one of the busiest, biggest cities in the world, one of the most populated places in the world. You would think that these tunnels would have been discovered before now, but I'm like at a loss for words. Let me go ahead and show you what is going down out there, and then I'll be back with more. I need to regain my composure here real quick. Okay, so obviously, I don't have any inside information about what these tunnels were used for. Maybe people in New York already knew about this news story, I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, they showed up to the synagogue today with a cement truck trying to fill in the tunnel, and all of these people just started scrambling around. People started popping out of the tunnel like whack-a-moles. And like, there's a lot of, I need some time to process this information, but at one point it looks like they pulled out like a soiled mattress. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, wait, were you guys down here like secretly going to church, or was there something else going on? Because right off the bat, when I hear secret underground tunnel, I'm like, okay, obviously there's some crazy, creepy, illegal activity happening here. But the claim that is out there is that this was just so they could worship without having to worry about the restrictions that were in NYC during the beer bug. But they're pulling out like soiled mattresses. And I mean, 2024 just started. Okay? I've had a lot on my plate, literally. Like food-wise and news-wise, since the new year started. So much going on. Now we have people popping out of holes. We got hotels exploding. We got Jewish people popping out of holes. Underground illegal tunnel systems like freaking Hamas. Like this is Hamas in Gaza, but no, it's New York City. How were they able to even do this without, I don't know, running into some wires, some pipes, something? It's so crazy to me that this is happening. And like I said, the excuse that is out there is that this was for like worship, like religious purposes, but one can't help but look at this and think that there may be a lot more to this story. And of course, like I said, 2024 has just started. It's really crazy right now. We got all of these documents dropping about like these weirdos that like kids and like all of this weird stuff they were doing on that little island, right? And I'm not saying that these two stories have anything to do with each other. I'm just saying that when we used to talk about, oh, underground tunnels being used to traffic kids, like that was viewed as a conspiracy theory. But now we know that the elites have been doing weird things with kids. And now we know that at the very least, I'm not saying this story has anything to do with that, but at the very least, it's possible to have these secret underground tunnels. You can't look like when people talk about secret underground tunnels now, you can't think of it as a conspiracy because, hell, they have them in New York City under the Synagogue. There's Jewish people chilling in there right now. So I don't know what's going to come of this story. Obviously, it's very interesting. I'm going to keep looking into it. Everyone's going to be looking into the fake aliens in Miami. But I think this is a story that we should maybe be paying attention to. Maybe there's nothing to it. Hopefully, they're telling the truth. And this was just for religious purposes. This was just their way of bypassing the rules and regulations that were in place during the beer bug. But that's over. Those rules and restrictions are no longer there. So what is this tunnel being used for now? That's a question that I am going to try to find the answer to. But for now, let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. If you're feeling generous and you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so via Cash App. I'll have my Cash App in the pinned comment, or you can donate via Super Thanks. But with all that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.